Hi everybody, this is Joe Salvamini, principal over at Carlson Home Hospital School. The Carlson Bulletin, it's bulletin number 1229.2, was just published recently, the new Carlson Bulletin, and it talks about quite a number of things. It talks about teleteaching being a part of Carlson now, that Carlson also handles all home and hospital instruction. But there are a few things on here that I really want to point out to you. One is that, all of our students, even though we're working with students in homes, students are still required to, have their immunizations in. Another thing is that Carlson teachers provide instruction basically in two basic courses. Generally speaking, we offer instruction in one English language arts course and one required math course. We have 4 different types of referral forms that are on the website. The home medical referral form shall not exceed 1 year in length. The psychiatric referral form shall not exceed 60 days in length. But this is what I really want to point out. This is one of the things I really want to point out to you. Generally students receive 60 minutes of instruction per scheduled school day. So that means if the week has 5 days, that the student is getting 5 hours worth of service that week. But it goes on to say that to ensure that EL learners, so on and so forth, that EL students receive an additional 30 minutes of instruction per school day. So EL students are entitled to 7.5 hours of instruction per week, while EO students are entitled to 5 hours of instruction per week. I also want to point out that teleteaching is a home teaching program. We work with students who are homebound and at home, and teleteaching is provided as an option for homebound students. Another thing I want to point out is over here, and that's that hospital instructional service hours are from 8 to 3, Monday through Fridays. Home instruction occurs from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., although we know with supplemental teachers, you cannot begin instruction until 3 p.m. So your hours would be from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. You cannot work beyond 7 o'clock p.m. But additionally, for students who are assigned a part-time Carlson supplemental teacher, instruction may also occur on Saturdays between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 noon. I also want to point out that the Carlson will fill out all, this parent will fill out all the enrollment paperwork, including the meal application. I know it's counterintuitive, but the meal application is a requirement for schools to be eligible for Title I funding. And then the bulletin is something you should read through. And every place where it talks about Carlson will, as it pertains to teachers, that's going to be the responsibility of the supplemental teacher to do as well. Okay, so the bulletin is 1229.2, and you should make sure you read that bulletin prior to working with Carlson.